Good evening. It's me, Angie. Welcome to Learn Love Tarot. I will be your spiritual stewardess for this evening to talk about the energies that we were speaking of this morning on the spiritual view. Down below is a link to my notes for today. And there you will find, if you are just learning about astrology or trying to understand what we're meaning by trines, by the kites, by the star that's forming in the sky today with the beautiful flowing energy, then those are in the description box below. Pardon me. Goodness sake. All right. So just to give you a second, I do want you to find your birth chart if you have one handy. At the end of this reading, I'll be using the sticky note. Again, it's posted in the description box below, so that you can follow your arrow point, the top of this kite formation, and then you'll see the other sextiling energies that form an earth trine and a water trine. Hey guys, y'all were there this morning. So that last shuffle, I kept the deck the way it was, because I did that last thorough shuffle. So because our energy of today is the Magician with its sister sign of the Wheel of Fortune, I wanted to see just straight from the top of the deck where this goes. So thank y'all for being here. Of course, the second I flip on, I'm getting a frog in my throat. Let's see what that's all about. Well, that is Gemini energy with Mercury of communication. So we could be going there. Okay, guys, you are coming up as the Knight of Swords. Yep. The situation is the Lovers. The opportunity is victory with the Six of Wands. In the recent past, Page of Swords, some information. This is a little bit of a Tower energy that we had in the readings today as well. Some kind of surprising information that you could have found out from your own research regarding this truth, or this is something you're blowing up from the past regarding perhaps a sort of truth you've kind of always kneeled on that wasn't necessarily your own truth. It's just what we were taught. So that would be in the energy today. We are aiming that kite energy to the moon in Virgo. And the degrees where we are at now is Grand Dames at Tea. And that is all about an aspect of the perfecting of self and the pursuit of excellence. Follow that arrow. So again, I'll show you how to do that for your own chart if you want to grab that and have it handy or pulled up. Also, if you're a tactile learner, you might want to have a sticky note to kind of copy what I put inside of that description box there for you. Wow. A lot of 3 energy in the 2 songs that that came through for me today. The first one was The House That Built Me, which of course y'all know if you were there this morning, but listen to this. So she is a Life Path 6, Miranda Lambert. Her birthday is November 10th. So this could be culminating by the 10th of November. It was her 3rd single off of her 3rd album. So there's that 3 right there. The whole heart of the reading is about Empress energy. And that is what we are creating. And this could involve a choice between 2 things that we love. And this does feel like a fated and destined decision. This was meant to be on your path all along. So let's see where you might have a victory here in the near future. Again, that truth, that King of Swords. Okay. An aspect of perfecting of self and the pursuit of excellence, something we might have always thought. Okay. And we owned it, but then we are blowing that up, especially if they are ancestral patterns, with that house that built me energy coming through. And then, of course, ancestral energy is going to be super, super strong. I've been feeling it for a couple weeks now. The veil is at its thinnest as we approach Samhain, Halloween. So you might be getting lots of downloads more than usual, lots of dreams, lots of messages from your ancestors, lots of numbers. You're seeing the synchronicities, right? And when those amp up, that means for you in particular, the veil is thin. Now, because we have the sun in Scorpio, we are all affected by Scorpio energy. So what I do is wherever the sun is, I always pay attention to those readings as well. um, so there's something there in every single sign for everyone. Know that, especially in relation to water and earth signs with that beautiful energy today. So you are going to be acting on a new truth as you see it. Whatever you have blown up, it graduates you. You pass right over Queen. It graduates you from Knight to King energy. And she is a feminine queen in this deck. Some of you might relate to New Orleans. Well, that would be the Day of the Dead coming through there. Near future energy. We have the sun and the moon that are in opposites. They're opposing each other, right? When the moon is full and new, but this weekend the new moon is opposing the sun. They're both in Scorpio. So some kind of old truths being blown up by the Empress, and you are creating something new out of that, transforming that old way or old way of life. That could even be, we're not seeing pain yet with this information, so let's see where we go. In the blocked position here, Ace of Pentacles. A blocked position means that the energy is just in its shadow, but it's an ace. So aces are always about new beginnings, and we already have that magician energy afoot in the environment. So when this is in reverse, it's like this is something 3D. We're blowing up time, energy, money, resources, assets, wealth. What is wealth? We're blowing up an idea of something that we've always done a certain way or thought about a certain way. And this is a tangible piece of the puzzle here that we are starting from scratch over and going, you know what? I didn't realize that because I was always told, for example, money grew on, do you think money grows on trees? Well, when we have that opinion, that's the energy we attract. So if we are in a mind state of lack, what we don't have, we're going to attract more energy of lack. Okay. So we definitely want to be very, very careful with our thoughts and our words during times when the veil is extremely thin. Manifestations happen very quickly. What does spirit want us to know? The moon. What's hidden in our moon, our emotions, something that we've long held to be true or not true, either is or is not according to your own way and your new way of creating that you have made this old idea new. Okay. And like I was saying, with the that full moon energy, that could be mid-November. So November 10th was her birthday. The 15th is the full moon happening here. And let's see what the outcome energy is. Wow, High Priestess. So that is at the bottom of our kite energy, and it's realization of faith at 28 degrees in Pisces, where Neptune is sitting. It is realization of faith for that chunk of 26 to 30 degrees. And wow, the bottom of the kite anchoring it is a fertile garden under the full moon. So there we have that. Let's go ahead and see what this fertile garden, this truth, this old 3D that you have researched or are now blowing up or now seeing something to be true in its own right. Something I feel like you've just always done it the way you've always done it because you didn't really even think about it. So let's see if we get some clarification here. What's this outcome energy? High priestess, the sun, walking towards your own happiness. Pandora's box is a mixed bag, a mist bag. If we're thinking we missed an opportunity, just not so, because energy is cyclical. Now, we can put it off if it comes to us and our sun is like, okay, here you go. Here's what you've been wanting. But if we're not in the energy of the vibrational match, if we're not a vibrational match for what it is we want to receive, then it will pass us by until that energy cycles back. Hope that makes sense. Okay. So again, Pandora's box, Page of Pentacles. This is something tangible and workable, that you are seeing something that was a negative, transmuting it into power. So she opened Pandora's box and out came pestilence and all the other bad things of that story. But at the very bottom of the box was hope, the star energy. Okay. Let's see. High priestess, something that could be a tangible secret in the 3D regarding something we're passionate for, what is hidden in our moon. This is locked away. This could be even secrets being revealed here once you go towards your truth. That's how we obtain Six of Wands victory. That's how we make this opportunity come to fruition, trusting our intuition, our downloads, our intuitive hits towards simply, does it light us up with joy or not? And we are looking at that from the eyes of a child and seeing this message, or we are being the messenger to someone else about what it is that makes us happy. Something that you've guarded your heart on here, some kind of passion, especially with that lover's energy being the situation. That's pretty damn cool. Two of Cups in the sun, what you want wants you, an equal or a balancing of energy once we blow up this old way of thought. Okay. And what is this tangibleness? With pestilence, with hope comes all the negative things as well. So, yes, it may cause some jealousy, strife, and competition. It may cause a divide. But if this is what truly makes you happy, if it's in the best and highest good of all involved, spirit will help bring that forward to you, as long as we're in that energy of being the vibrational match. If we're still in an energy of heartache from an old passion, that passion cannot come back around until that energy has been healed. So keep that in mind. Okay, keep that in mind. This is pretty juicy, guys. How are y'all doing today? So excited to see you here. Oh, that's okay. Miss Kaylee here. Oh, you got to get your. I was just thinking, I need to go get my glasses polished because they're all scratchy. Okay, environmental energy, magician, King of Wands. Dang, that fire. Six of Cups is back again. Queen of Wands here with a Queen of Cups right in the center. So, in the environmental energy, we have a divine couple on the board, but then an additional divine feminine energy. So, this whole environmental energy of the yang is surrounded by the filling of that single heart's cup to open up intuition, confidence returning regarding some kind of healing, temperance energy. This is a lot of work, putting the puzzle pieces of our own psyche together in order to find peace. And I think one of the cards of the Sabian symbols, yeah, the Cancer, a modern Pocahontas. I was like, that feels like temperance energy, the message of that. And I drew a puzzle piece. The understanding dawns that we must find a way to reconcile and unite the past and the future. That is Mars and Cancer energy, where we would take action. King of Wands, I see it, I want it, it's mine. Taking action on our heart's desire here. The symbol for those last 5 degrees of Cancer is uniting. uniting energy. And we are coming up to this harmonic flight here in the balsamic stage that we hit this morning of the moon, balsamic moon in Virgo energy. And the blocks, 8 of Cups, look at the full moon right there. And the blocks means that we are not walking away from 8 broken cups. And in order to get the 9 cups of wish fulfillment, that is a requirement here to blow up this old way. But this is in past energy, and it looks like you've either found out this information already or it's moved from subconscious into conscious. And that could be something we've even been hiding from ourselves, guys. Wow, some kind of secret about the 3D, and it feels like, oh man, this is going to open up a can of worms and cause some jealousy and strife here. But if this balanced energy, what you want wants you, is your happiness. I mean, that's the direction that it's going. Again, we can only not attract the energy. The energy is available to us. But if we're not in that vibration, if we're still in this feeling of jealousy, strife, and competition about an old passion, that newness, okay, that can't come in until we heal our yin energy. The yang will not follow. It's the yin energy is required to do that first. I know. But what does Spirit want you to know here about your yang energy, about the ways in which you take action? As soon as we hit that new moon, guys, we start building for 2 weeks in our Emperor energy, building the coaster for the ride that we want to receive next. How are you going to build each track? What Spirit wants you to know what's coming, possibly around this next full moon here, is justice. That's a balanced energy. Energy is tempering out. We've taken the cracked mirror of how we have viewed ourselves and poured into ourselves with that Queen of Cups. Once our own cup is full, we understand that is what's left over to give, thus bringing healing energy to ourselves and those around us. Wow, that's just really gorgeous. Yes, because we have learned. And 8 of Pentacles is about not only just learning, but becoming an expert at something. 8, 9, 10 would be mutable earth energy. So that's going to be Virgo, which is our moon today. And we also have our Capricorn energy of mastery. This will be getting towards mastery, right? Look how she's sitting on top of that information, coming to realize that true mastery involves the need for spiritual wisdom at the highest level of management regarding collective affairs. And then look at that 9 of Pentacles, which I jotted down as this depth energy, pouring into the depths of our own emotions and understanding them in order to heal them. Okay, so temperance energy, what's the successful completion of a cycle? Here's the full moon again. There's the wisdom gained, the knowledge gained from pouring into our own selves. And then our outcome energy is this wisdom and knowledge here, putting us in a pre-empress status on that yang energy. And keep in mind, the 9 of Pentacles is the lower octave of Queen of Pentacles, who is the lower octave of the Prince of the Empress. Wow. 1, 2, 3 energy successful completion with all this higher learning. You're mastering it. And this is a single energy on the yang side of the board. So if this is a person, with this justice information here, that can even mean anything regarding the courts. A divorce could be final, a situation could be finalizing once this person has decided to walk away from 8 broken cups. Remember, in reverse, though, that has either not yet been done or was the block in the past, so can continue to be a block in the future. But it's on the board, just like the Ace of Pentacles, meaning it can be righted at any time because the energy is here. All sides of the energy are always here. There's going to be a this or that decision. There's the full moon again. Could be this is when the yang energy decides to leave behind what it is, this old idea or this old way. Okay. And the Nine of Pentacles being in that single energy could bring about, I mean, this moon just will not quit, could bring about some emotional fragmentation. Okay, breaking that into pieces, but they're puzzle pieces nonetheless. There could be confusion about, well, there's bad things out there and there's good things out there. Yes, there are. We can't have one without the other. We cannot have our wish fulfillment without the pain of leaving behind the broken 8 cups. Okay. Seven of Swords on the world energy. One, two, three, 4 out of the 6 outcome energy cards on the yang side have a full moon here. This is the 7 of Swords. This is the yang energy at which, and it's bookending the 8 of Cups. This is an opportunity for a successful completion of the whole fool's journey cycle. And this energy, this masculine energy is going, boy, I really don't want to do this. I hope this full light of the moon doesn't reveal me or doesn't reveal that I may try to be sneaking away here from some kind of a completion. Okay. And when it's bookended by 8 of Cups, this is where the masculine side of the energy is. So depending on what it is you want to build next, we need to get very clear about that here before the weekend. And again, be very careful because your thoughts will become things very easily in this highly manifestive energy. Okay. Lots of echoing here, lots of mirroring, but it looks like to me the divine feminine energy is moving towards the happiness. It's whatever this victory is that you know will be a victory, especially if it involves some kind of passion that you thought was closed off to you, can now be opened up by speaking your truth here. And even if it's other people aren't going to like it, it's going to cause some issues, going to cause, look at that tower in the background there, even if it's going to cause a tower, it looks like that's where the divine feminine energy is going, especially with the message from Spirit. What Spirit wants you to know, it's time to take ownership of what is in your moon and make a decision here. Choice card. Wow. You already know divine feminine energy. You already know what your heart says. So if we've just got to get the head into agreement, that's the last step here. Wow, what beautiful energy. And there's the star right on the south node energy of that Libra horseshoe. This is leaving behind any codependencies in order to walk towards your own leadership. I see it, I want it, it's mine, because I want to allow my heart to lead me where to go. I'm not overthinking this. It definitely, the opportunity is to revisit some kind of learning or what we've learned about relationships, perhaps in the past, and deciding to make a new way. Doesn't get much prettier than that, you guys. Does not get much prettier than that. How you like them apples? Hi, Miss Peg. Hi, Judy. I think Kaylee was sticking around for a minute. She's going to her appointment. Miss Josie, Miss Brandy. Thank you guys again all so much for coming in. And let me make sure I am not missing anybody yet. Okay, another week and that justice energy is coming in. Well, you're going to be having a good time here. Like that leaves room, guys, for wish fulfillment to come in. This is wish granted energy. And again, if we're in that vibrational frequency, what's underneath that is, well, the pinnacle of pentacles. Do you see that red thread of destiny that she's holding? Lover's energy, past life soulmate energy. We are blowing up an old way to create space so that the new energy can come forward and come in. Okay. And it all starts with the divine feminine reunion energy. Not far behind is the divine masculine's energy, seeing something from a new perspective. All of those three axes that I drew today, okay, this is an axis. Look, doing a 180. There's two ends of that axis. Okay. Then after that, it looks like this sword for the divine masculine energy is showing up, the Two of Swords, to do what they've always done, or it's a bit of willful blindness if that's on our action part. The heart's already decided here. The heart's already decided. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify. Any questions that you want me to pull for any of the cards that are on the table, please feel free to do so. Congratulations to you. That's amazing. Oh, there's that Eight of Wands energy. I got my deck flipped. Eight of Wands, communication, downloads from spirit here. High Priestess as our outcome. Okay. And again, and that's with Ace of Wands. And here's Eight Wands. That's a lot. That's heavy communication. That is about emotion. See how they're hurling towards the water there. Communicating emotions. Okay, crossed by Four of Swords regarding something that was a Three of Swords energy, some kind of past pain. Underneath this character here, when he is recovered and healed from whatever this Three of Swords was, okay, could be relating again to familial issues, familial wounds, patterns that have been passed down generation to generation are getting reviewed or blown up altogether. Yeah. Card unique to this deck here, raising consciousness. Beautiful. And their spirit taking you forward. So divine feminines, usually are ahead in the energy. So let's look at what what's getting blown up here by the collective. What's getting blown up? What's the thing that's getting blown up here? Three more, all the threes. Okay, that was your last three card pull. Judy was Three of Wands, death and the world. Wow. So that is that manifestation coming in. You're waiting on it to get here. The transformation energy, the old chrysalis is now getting ready to emerge your butterfly, huh? And the world, the successful completion of this cycle. Good for you. That really is beautiful. King of Swords. What is this getting blown up? Book ending the King of Swords. King of Swords. Some kind of truth regarding your own Empress energy, the things that weigh you down. What is hidden in your moon? It's going to be dependent and different for everybody upon what is that hiding there. Okay, we may have repressed some things, or maybe this has just come about as an aha. And look at that, fears, some kind of fears here, what we've been tied to. This is addictions, this is codependency, this is old ways of being. Okay. And we do have that Capricorn energy of mastery, mastering our fears, mastering patterns. What is the truth of our patterns? And look at all the butterflies of transformation on his robe. Gorgeous. That is beautiful. Okay. It looks like we're taking ownership of those. And then, you know what? Just because it's always been done this way, just because I've knelt down on this idea, this thought, this way of being, I thought that's just the way I was always going to be. Not so. Whatever you're changing, whatever you are learning and putting into place, the King of Swords is very swift upon taking action. He's the action king. You're getting ready to do this here pretty promptly and set down this burden. Yep, look at that Ace of Pentacles right there. That's how we get to the Ace of Pentacles. What are these fears? What is that stinking thinking? What has been blocking transformation thus far? And if it's fear of what comes out of Pandora's box, well, that's just what happens, especially, people that don't like to not be given to anymore, or patterns that were fed before to someone else's benefit. No mo. Alexa off. Let me look at why the situation here. I see it. I want it. It's mine. Okay, so this is like healing something from the past. I see it. I want it. Up. Five of Cups. I see it. I want it. It's mine. I'm no longer focusing on these three spilt cups. I know that I've got to turn around and look. I did say the masculine side was behind the energy. So they're still looking over at spilt milk and how that was unfair and how that is not what their heart wanted to do. Okay. If this is a person for you in this yang energy, the Queen of Cups is at the center of everything. So this is someone you could have offered your whole entire self to, right? And this is coming into balance now for whatever happened there from the past is being healed and turned into wisdom and coming into balance. It's just a little behind the divine feminine energy. Crossed that. Look at all this magician energy. We've got two aces of pentacles and two aces of wands here. That's just incredible. It looks like since we have the ace of wands here on the high priestess ace of wands, this king of wands that is regretting the past, and his environmental energy is wanting a new start, a passionate new beginning. And I just said the energy is here and the outcome. Are we going to be open to receiving it? Are we going to be open to receiving it, even if it means pissing some people off? Because I tell you what, there's more happiness in this balanced way. So this energy is balancing itself out from the past, and you are within yourselves. Passion concerning can't make it up. A new start concerning something that was hidden in the moon. Emotions, okay? Mother energy. That could even be healing mother wounds if that pattern played out with you. If you're looking at it as far as yin and yang, I mean, you can't get that kind of synchronicity, whole other deck. Why is the King of Wands here? I see it. I want it. It's mine. Taking action on whatever was that regret and turning around to focus on the Two of Cups that are in that card. Environmental energy, Ace of Wands, and the moon right here in the bottom. Incredible. Wow, wow, wow. You've been watching two rare regal butterflies. What kind? Frillatary? That sounds amazing. Wow, wow, wow. I love messages from animals when you're walking outside. You just can't you can't beat that. What is this justice energy? Justice, the King of Wands is bringing justice to something that they regret. Could have happened in Leo time. Okay, what is this justice energy? Tearing down the old way, making room for new ground. Okay, making room for new ground. There are two people falling from the house, and the person outside of the house hands on hips, no smiles on lips. So whatever this balance is, it's something to do with some kind of upsetting the apple cart, having to start over. Whatever is on our action, whatever actions we could have taken that needed reconciled from the past that possibly caused a tower moment ourselves. If not, this is divine masculine energy, and it looks like they've gotten their confidence back. Scorpio and Aries with that Queen of Wands. Then Queen of Cups, that Cancer energy in Mars. Scorpio energy of Pluto as well. Yeah, so Scorpio energy is the 8th house, guys. That's the house of secrets. It's the house of deep, deep down. It's the house of sex. It's the house of what is even deeper there within inside of your own moon regarding something very passionate, okay? Crossed by 5 of Wands. Again, crossing energy is matching up with the divine feminine side of the table. They caused some kind of an ending because of strife, jealousy, and competition. Sun, again, the sun energy, but you are their happiness. This is your outcome. Okay. Wow. Happiness regarding this could even be they surprise themselves about how being fair and balanced or how unfair and unbalanced they were causing this tower. And we have 5, Sun 5. So 5, 10, 5. Today is the energy of the Wheel of Fortune, 10, and 1 of the Magician. We had a whole bunch of 5s in the readings this morning in the energy as well. So this can be gaslighting. This can be self-sabotage as well. And them coming towards you could have could have caused this jealousy, strife, and competition as well. I guess whenever I start clarifying and then I get the cards that are already laid, it's the information's already here. The information's already here. What's the opportunity to rectify here? The 6 of Cups. What's the 6 of Cups doing here? And that is bookending the Magician, all 4 aces of potential. This feels like a renewal. Okay, why is the 6 of Cups here? Because this passion's coming fast. The king are the only ones that send out the knights to do their bidding, right? So this is very fast energy. Something from the past that's now getting a new start. There's new start energy available. There's energy available for healing because of the learning that the outcome of this tower caused for this person. If you're looking at it as simply yang. Wow. So they're learning how to complete cycles successfully rather than run away from them. And all that full moon energy, it does feel like this Pinnacle of Pentacles is coming around by mid-November here. Let me see if I can get, what's this choice here? What's this choice that is hidden in the moon that could be revealed with that full moon? What is this lover's energy, please? And thank you. I told you the Miranda Lambert song, right? She's a Scorpio. She's a 6 life path. Really, in divine timing, this is whenever your energy shifts, then this comes. It's an if and then. It's not well, I'll wait till it comes towards me to be happy, then I'll be happy. That's not how it works. It will pass us by. It'll come around again, but we don't know when that may be. The fertile garden is under the full moon here. We are constrained to see our lives as the fulfillment of our desires. Ace of Pentacles, twice. It feels like we're afraid to be happy, afraid that happiness wasn't for us, afraid something was impractical. Why is well, we already got Ace of Wands, High Priestess was communication around healing to raise consciousness. What is this balanced energy, Two of Cups? What is this balanced energy and the Sun? We got double Sun as well. Balanced energy, Queen of Wands. What is this balanced energy in the recent past of the Yang energy, Queen of Wands? Looks like we just gonna keep repeating here. We're gonna keep repeating, and whatever they need to behaviors, whatever the divine masculine needs to walk away from. So, what is this Two of Cups and Sun energy? Scorpio time. Okay. Pluto, this 180 on the other end of the 180. Here comes your glow up from the flow up. Wow. Crossed by Empress. Empress is in the center of the read. So this Two of Cups already sees what you know you are in the Yang part of the energy, because they already see you as extremely beautiful, as a master manifester. Okay. Glowing as whenever you walk into a room. Crossed by Empress. Man, their wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups. I said they haven't walked away from the Eight of Cups here, or could be not wanting to close out a lesson because they'll be seen. But looks like they're doing just that. And there it is again, Justice. Scorpio season, my energy, and look again, geez, still repeating the same patterns over here, guys. Wow, wow, wow. Justice, Nine of Cups, Empress energy. We got Justice, and I said we needed the ninth cup. They got to walk away to get it. And then there's Seven of Swords. What are they peeking over their shoulder at? Coming back, the situation, or they can't leave you behind. Behind, look at he's touching her behind. Wow, it's like they just could not forget about it. And this could be a situation where it was a leave and a comeback, because Seven of Swords over their shoulders, lovers, that's the end of that. That's the end of the questions. That's the end of the past patterns. That is the end of just peeking back and looking over at their shoulder, because Justice is here. This, I mean, tangible offer much, double Page of Pentacles, two different decks, guys. I mean, both of these decks have 79 cards in them. They have a 79th card. As soon as your energy is in the frequency of this Empress, here they come. Here they come. I mean, you can't make that up. That is just wow. 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 In addition to this harmonic flight. Ooh, what's your new? I got a new deck too, guys. The Wizard of Oz tarot deck. Have you guys ever read the movie? Have you ever read the movie? Well, I guess you can have, if it was a book turned in from a movie. Let's see what this Wizard of Oz energy is, since I wasn't soulmate. Stop it. 3 to 3. There's the double trines I drew today in my notes, and gave you a little homework assignment. Clearing core wounds. Boom. I was going to say, have you ever read The Wizard of Id? It's all the characters in The Wizard of Oz as parts of ourself, as parts of our psyche. So we're blowing up this old way of thinking, and we're seeing ourselves for the energy of who we truly are. And it's, we were sure we were dying on that sword before, and now we're more willing to blow it up, instead of just saying, well, it's my Ned Stark card. Well, that's my duty. I got to live out my life on the wall. No, you don't. No, you don't. Sun energy here. You make your own happiness, and whether that's in front of, behind of, to either side of any walls. All right. Okay, Sheena Easton, not appropriate song for to come in right now. Sugar walls. Oh Lord. Okay. This is crossed back by remember your identity, taking off this old mask. It doesn't have to be that way. You flip and decide who it is and what it is and where it is you want to be and how you want to be it. And look at all these full circles in here with that full moon energy. And it says you can do it, remembering who you are. This high priestess energy, again, the veil is the thinnest. The subconscious comes conscious. I mean, there's just no way you can make up that energy. It's nuts. Clearing core wounds. You can do it. This brings in like the greatest love of all times. Now, whether they do a good job or not with those sugar walls, we'll leave that to be. Sorry. Feeling a little ornery today. Okay, let's look at where this divine masculine energy is. Why is this King of Wands here? This all four aces of potential. I see it. I want it. It's mine. Something from the past that did not work can now be pulled into the present to work. Oh my gosh, I pulled this on Saturday before the game as the environmental energy was on the bottom of the deck. High Priest, personal empowerment. I see it. I want it. It's mine. Crossed by compassion, 1111, harmonic flight. We've got reclaim your energy. We've got crown chakra here moving into balsamic moon. So opening of the crown chakra, only when the Queen of Cups heart is full, can that information be accessed and acknowledged and used. All of those downloads coming in. If you're passionate for it and the timing is right, your energy is where it is meant to be, their energy is where it's meant to be, it will happen because it's for the best and highest good. Wow. Higher heart opening. Queen of Cups in the middle, the heart of this spread. You can't make it up, guys. This is beautiful. Personal empowerment through that higher heart opening. The green heart chakra there, that green heart right in the middle, we talked about in our meditation this morning on the spiritual view. That cup's got to already be full. That means any tendencies for codependencies, overgiving, exhausting ourselves just to give to others. Ixnay on the overgiving A. We are 86ing that. And I didn't even notice until like later on that night that my jersey was an 86. And that's what I had written at the bottom of my house. It still had that my jersey still had the tags on it. And I was running late because I was doing my reading and I just grabbed it, threw it on and went. But that deck sounds really, really cool, Kathy. Check out that book too. The Wizard of Id. I forget the author of it is it's passing through my mind right now. I can't think of it. Okay, little quickie energy, guys. So in the description box, if you want to fashion yourself a sticky note here because it's in a nice size square. This is what a sextile looks like. It's a line straight across, and then you have the X, right? Like the X marks the spot. This is an axis. This is an axis. And the top of our kite energy from this morning, this is an axis. And we have all three. We have cardinal, mutable, and fixed axis energies inside of these points of the star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is the base that holds our kite here. This dream that is tethered into this mutable Virgo energy of perfecting. So, an aspect of, again, the perfecting of self and the pursuit of excellence. How do we do that? By staying humble as a spiritual practice, studying humility as a spiritual practice. Why do we need to do that? To hone our will to exceptional levels and apply ourselves ardently to grasp the ancient mysteries. By that, the 30 degrees of perfecting Virgo, this is around midnight tonight, before when the moon goes void, of course, at 11:34 p.m. Eastern, we come to reject the false and thereby discover unusual powers of concentration. Now, if you want to see where all of those Sabian symbols are and you want to see where that fits in your chart, here's what you're going to do. I'm going to just do it the sticky note. Oh, okay. So here's what you're going to do. The easiest way to do it is go to the top point of the kite, and you're going to aim that to 27 degrees Virgo, wherever that is in your chart. In this person's chart, it is in her second house. So I'm going to line that up. And then what you can do in your own chart is go through where all of the waters are, the water trine. Okay, those are going to be flowing to each other. And then this earth trine here up at the top, those are going to be flowing to each other. That's what that looks like in your chart. So that way you can use those symbols and get a little bit more information for yourselves as far as making it fit more for you in particular. Take the general themes of this message and then see where those signs are in your chart. Where, how does the house that built me relate? Right? That's going back to the start. I'm starting back at 1. And then finally, by the time I was writing today, Follow Your Arrow by Casey Musgraves came on. And her birth date adds up to a 55, which is a 10, which is a 1 of today's energy. Pretty darn neat indeed, especially since Miranda Lambert's, all those 3s came out right here in the middle. And we had 2 empresses, 3 and 3, and she's a life path 6. I mean, it always kind of comes into play somehow, and I'm just always amazed by how it does. Thank you guys so much. This was quite the reading, and again, the veil is thin. The synchronicities are just nuts here. I want to get some advice for you really quickly. Then I got to go teach the yogas. And I got to go teach the yogas. Need that today. That was a lot of energy. Advice, please, and thank you. Advice, please, and thank you here for my beautiful learning lovers. Advice, please, and thank you for my beautiful learning lovers. Clover, 21. Release your guilt. Burn it up. Let it go. Past is the past. There's not a damn thing we can do to change that. A 21 in addition is also a 3. Just saying. And we have an 11, a 38. And this is the villain card. She is destroying that communication from the past. You can always rewrite the story. That's incredible. And this is at a timing here. Let's see, the dark is on the left. So that means you're using the right hand to turn on the light of the moon, approaching the full moon, which is the 15th of November. This is coming in hot, guys. We got to let that guilt go so that we are not blocking and mucking up our lower chakras, because then that's going to block our enlightenment. Bottom of the deck, wings. An 8 energy situation. King of Wands, Leo much. 8 is our strength card. That's our lemniscape. That's our balanced energy. And it says you never needed those wings to fly. I am so glad I did not touch that deck because not only was it, I knew it had to have something to do with this morning because I was shuffling when we had all that good juju going between us, between my soul sisters, the readers, my co hosts, and the audience, and you all that were there. That this is gorgeous. I mean, it's kind of perfection in a reading. It really is, just with all the synchronicities and the yin matching up with the yin energy and the yang matching up with the yang to confirm the messages. You never needed those wings to fly. That old castle, that castle that we saw in the Ace of Wands, here it comes. Looks like they just had we're waiting on them to get into their heart and their empowerment as well. And they might have some spiritual upgrades coming in here too. The high priest twice. I mean, that's nuts. In the last 2 times that I've used it. Okay. 3, 11, and 8. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you guys so much. Oh, this you guys did get some amazing readings this morning too. They were so they were really in sync as well. We had the justice coming up a lot, I think 3 different times. We had lots of 2 energy. The 2 of cups came up twice. 2 of swords energy of that decision time came up as well. So a lot of syncs with that. I'm so glad that you got to see me shuffle that live, and then I just stuck it there, and I was like, "Huh," because I saw the 2 of swords peeking, and that magician was on the bottom. I'm like, "That means that our reading's on the flip. I'm not touching it." So yeah, I got emotional this morning too. I think in the last person that I read for that was heavy. It was a lot, but it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Okay, guys, I'm gonna run off and get my self and everything here ready for yoga. So I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much for your support and energy, all the love and care you show me. Thank you so much for making sure to click the like button so that my video gets shared and stays in the algorithms. And certainly, if you know someone, if you're the information sharer, thank you in advance for sharing this video with that person. I love you, mean it. Bye for now.